Yes, mostly good. Today is day 124 of the year of streaming and learning to code. And, Cat, please stop. Oh my god, are you doing things? We're still in OBS. We're good? We're good? Hold on. No. Bad, Whiskers. Bad, just 45 seconds. Let me get to Codecademy. Okay, no. Oh my god, you're an abomination. Just stop. Hold on. There you go. So graceful. Okay, is this... We're good? We're mostly... Holy hell. And it's so damn hot. Little kitty, you just frustrate me so much. What are we doing? We're attempting to code, or to stream, or to do something somewhere. Alright, we're continuing on. Let's try this once more from the top. Day 124 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at Codecademy. 68% of the way through Ruby. I believe we are on part 2 of section 7. The Refactor factory, which is the activity. So let's just go ahead and dive right into that, shall we? All right. How many sections? 7. Not bad. You doing okay, little kitty? She seems like she's struggling. What's going on? We can see she's like clinging onto the edge of the bed. She doesn't know what to do with her life. And that's okay. That is okay. We know what we're going to be doing, though. We are going to be fixing something or other. 7 sections. What you'll be fixing. Alright. We're going to reinforce our knowledge of Ruby best practices by refactoring some existing code. As mentioned, refactoring is the process by which we improve a code's structure, appearance, and/or performance without modifying its overall behavior. The code in the editor is a Ruby method, first n primes, that takes a number n and generates a list of the first n prime numbers. Unfortunately, our poor author hasn't yet mastered all the tools available in Ruby, but we can fix that. Instructions. Let's get to work. Click Save and Submit Code to start reinforcing this monster of a program. Alright, $verbose equals nil. We'll explain this at the end of the lesson. Require prime. This is a module. We'll cover these soon. Define first n primes with an argument or parameter n. Unless... I was going to say Misa, but unless n dot is a integer, return n must be an integer end. Little cat, hey, no, you're small and covered in fur. What are you doing? You're in a very precarious position. We're going to set you down. Holy hell. Can't you go explore somewhere else? What were you doing with the mic? Oh my god, you're going to move the mic anyways. Son of a bitch, we're just trying to read through the code in section 1 so we can do the activity. You furry abomination. Ugh, god damn it. Hey, Topher. Awesome. Gah. No. Oh my god, and now you're hitting the webcam. Sorry for the cat. Still Ruby? Oh, you said it. It's a freaking nightmare. I think probably by the end of... Oh my god. Just stop laying... And she's laying on the keyboard. Fantastic. Can you not do any of that? Yeah, still Ruby. It's, I don't know. It's just not great. It could be, if you were to commit to it, but it hasn't, I don't even know. it's not that I don't have the words to describe it, it's just I literally don't want to. That's how bad it is. Yeah, that's that. Hey, little cat, you're totally laying on the keyboard. You know what? Cat, we're going to de-furry the keyboard. Ugh, disgusting. There's so much fur on here. We're just gonna pretend none of this happens. And yeah, good. Side note, if you haven't headed for the hills already, Topher, 68% of the way through. So we're nearing the end slowly. It just hurts. There's nothing good. I know your goal is to complete all of Codecademy. No, so this is all good. I'd have quit by now. Yeah, no, it's just there's something about Ruby. Also, side note, they added a new course towards the top of Codecademy. It's the third lesson. Is it more JavaScript? I think it is something about, there we go. Oh, it's Learn Responsive Design. Yeah, so now they've got 2 new ones. Fun, right? So those will be tackled after we knock out all this stuff. 68% of the way through. Pretty cool. We are nearing the end. Fortunately, these are shorter. Again, this Ruby course is like the last long course they have at 9 hours. So, fortunately, authentication is only 2 hours. Learn Ruby on Rails is 5. Hopefully, that'll be a bit more interesting than just learning the base of Ruby. Yeah, and that's that. So, good times. Yeah. All right. Learn responsive design. Okay, CSS stuff. Gotcha. That makes sense. All right, so let's knock out this activity. The only upside is that this is an activity. Oh my god, little cat, I can see past your head. So there's only 7 sections, and that's about all we can handle. We made it through verbose. They're going to talk about it later. Require prime module, define first end primes unless n dot is a integer, return n must be an integer, and if n less than equals 0, return n must be greater than 0, and primary array empty if primary array dot nil, primary equals prime dot new for number in 1 to n. Who knows? When is the party going to stop? N. Exactly. Variable prime array dot push prime dot next and return prime array and first prime 10. Let's do this. Fire away. First, is that really the first 10 prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. That's kind of interesting. Good to know. All right, 2 of 7. We can almost not see the end, which isn't exactly great for more morale, but we'll get there. Also, little cat moved the mic. I know she did. I just don't know if she moved it a lot. She did move it a skosh past its usual position. There we go. Balance is restored to the universe, to be or not to be. First on line 14, down yonder, primary array equals blankety blank if prime array dot nil question mark. First upon line 14, our hapless programmer decided to check whether prime array has a value by using the nil question mark method, which returns true if the value is nil and false otherwise. This isn't a bad idea, and he even has a one-line if statement right. So he got the format right if he were to do it. It's just an odd thing that he did it in the first place. Is that what they're trying to say? However, there's a better way. We can use conditional assignment to set prime array to an empty bracket rather than bother with the dot nil question mark. Check. Define my method optional parameter, optional parameter, conditional assignment, 3, puts optional parameter, end. So my method 5 and my method nil, that would put 5. This would put 3. It's going to default to 3? Oh, because we're telling it to just do that. Interesting. Okay, I kind of get that. Instructions. Refactor the code on line 14 to use conditional assignment to set primary array to an empty array instead of using an if statement. Okay. Remember how the conditional assignment operator works? Like this. You won't need if you include. So what they're telling me is blankety blank conditional empty if. Is that right? I can't tell if that's right or wrong. Save and submit. Yep, no, bad. Wrong. Look at, they said we can get rid of if. I want to know if I can get rid of all of this. Oh, it is not pleased with me removing the if at all. We're going to have to restart that. I think the conditional assignment means I can get rid of all of it. This is bad. Or do they want me to set up a whole friggin' define my method optional blah blah blah? Is this what they want me to do? Son of a bitch, that's what they want me to do for here. Death. See, I was thinking they just wanted this. But that's... Oh, it is what they want. It just seemed too easy to me. I thought they wanted some short story with indentations and other things, but no. That's so much cleaner and easier to look at. Oh, and that's right, we're going to take all of their stupid code and make it look cool and simple. Okay, alright. We get the idea now. Alright, omit needless words. If you've taken a writing class, you might have come across Strunk in whites the elements of style. I can't tell if they're joking or if they're being serious. Let's click on the link. One of their suggestions is to omit needless words, and it applies it just as much to writing Ruby as writing essays. Williams, and we're searching introductory, elementary rules of usage, elementary principles of composition, a few matters of form, words and expressions commonly misused, words commonly misspelled. Nothing to do with coding, but this just seems interesting. Words and expressions commonly misused, all right, as good or better than, as to whether, bid, and I bid thee farewell, case, certainly, that's misused, used indiscriminately by some speakers, much as others use very to intensify any and every statement. A mannerism of this kind, bad in speech, is even worse in writing. Even their descriptions are well written. Okay, see how that feels and sounds? It's fantastic. I don't know why their instructions at Codecademy don't have that execution, if you will. That vibe, it's just, gah. I feel like every lesson is a crappy murder mystery dinner that I have to figure out what the hell I need to do. I'd like it to be clear and concise and straightforward like this. Clever, if you will. This word has been greatly overused. It is best restricted to ingenuity displayed in small matters. I could seriously read all of this for the rest of the stream. I'm not going to, but good now. I want to keep looking at all of this. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, we're closing out of that. Good to know. Shrunken whites will be dealt with later. Let's continue the party here at Codecademy. There are two control structures to change here. One, the unless on line 6. Unless n dot is a integer, return n must be an integer end. Okay. The unless, oh god, there we go. And 2, the if on line 10, this guy. So we need to get rid of those. Refactor the code in the editor to use single line if and unless. Frack. I know the if goes after the puts. It starts with, although in this case, I guess it would be return. No, we're going to check a hint. Your if and unless statement should be of the form of action if boolean. Yes, that we knew. Action unless boolean. Remember, you don't need an end with a single line if or unless. Good, good, good. So let's destroy. Why is there so much fur on my tongue? Look at this. Do you see this? This is a cat. She is sleeping on the desk. Can we check the webcam? Yeah, good. Here. This is said cat asleep. Yep. These, I don't think we're going to get there. Little cat, I'm going to move you. These are feet. These are feet of a sleeping cat on the desk. Right here. Right there. Awful. Awful. It's just, my tongue is coated in fur. Blech. Anyways. What are we doing? Hey, go back to sleep. Tiny animal. We're getting rid of end, and we are making it a single line. The if goes at the end of whatever we need. Return blah. I think I'm seriously going to have to get up and go rinse my mouth out. We will do that if and only if we get this activity right. In the meantime, we have to deal with a furry tongue. Non-furry tongue is for winners, and right now we haven't won. So let's cut that, paste, back that up. I'm mostly okay with how this is looking right now. Let's go ahead and run it. Ta-da, look at that. Green check marks across the board. Hot damn, little kitty. Did you see that? Yeah, this is awful. What's going down? Ugh. Alright. Cordy. 546. Fascinating. Topher, Ruby is the worst. Yeah, that is so true. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. With the sleepy cat. We've got, you know what, we're gonna power through little kitty's fur all over. Less is more. Great work. This code looks better already. We can remove even more. However, there's one return statement in this code that we can change from explicit to implicit. Recall that Ruby will automatically return the value of the last expression it evaluates. Instructions: find the unnecessary return keyword and remove it. Oh, frack. I think it's this guy, because this is the only return that we haven't touched. So, yeah, hint, it's last one. Good. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Boom. Fire away. Look at this. We are at section 5 of 7. The nightmare is almost over, guys. and we'll be done with Ruby for day 124. All right, the Rubyist loop. Excellent. Now we'll want to attack the funky looking for loop. Let's go ahead and replace it with a nice n.times. Instruction. Replace the for loop with a call to dot times. Replace the for loop. Okay, 1 to n, so that would just be n dot times do. N dot times do. Wait, for num. Is n dot times do really the right answer? Screw it, we're here to fall on our face. Yeah. Alright, hey, little cat, please don't touch chat with your toes. That would be super awesome. N dot times do. No, yes. It doesn't seem terribly wrong, I feel like there's more to it that I'm missing. No, that was right. Cool. We are 5 for 5, little cat. 6 of 7. So close. Final push. Giggity. Nearly there. To finish this up, let's take out the dot push and use the concatenation operator instead. Replace the call to dot push with the shovel operator. Yeah, we learned about that last night. The shovel, it's a thing. Instead of dot pushing, you just shovel your way there. Remember, kids, pushing doesn't solve your problems, but a shovel will. That's what Ruby taught me last night. Don't quote me on that. That'd be bad. Okay. Don't use a shovel on the playground. That would not be good. Back to resolving the push issue. Raise your hand if you see a dot push anywhere, because I don't. I see nothing. Maybe it's a figurative push, like a metaphoric push. Maybe the push is on the inside. The dot push is within ourselves. Oh, line 5, we've got answers. Hold on. Wow, there's all kinds of stuff in chat, such as blocks, is in lexilscope. Most of the expressive power of Ruby comes from a combination of the blocks and instance eval. No, as in the language feature blocks. I don't know what that is, because every time I go to write code in Ruby, I want to kill myself and stop. Good times. Alright, so we've got an array, 123.map, then the curly nonsense, we've got x in its vertical bars, and then x plus 1. The x blah is part of the block. Oh, the x part is the block. The syntactic component of a proc. Line 15. Oh, dot push. Thank you. Segfault AX, right? You know what? It's probably Sergeant. Is it Sergeant? No, just Seg. Segfault. Let's click. Let's find out more. Not a whole lot more, and that's okay. We're going to go with fault. Danka, thank you for the push hint. So we are shoveling. Like our life depends on it. Back. And hashtag shovel life. There you go. And save and submit. Beautiful. Followed by seg is fine. Cool. Awesome. Seg works. Speaking of working, nice work. Fantastic. You really improved that code. And all it took was a little Ruby know-how. Check out the code in the editor to the right, and we're checking. Beautiful. Check out the code in the editor to the right. It's even more streamlined than what we had before. If you remember, we had that weird looking $verbose equals nil on line 1. This allowed us to use the old style prime.new from Ruby 1.8 without the interpreter yelling at us. In Ruby 1.9, we use prime.instance instead, and the array magic is already built in. We don't have to create prime array or loop through it ourselves. Then again, if we'd used .instance from the start, you wouldn't have gotten to do all that cool refactoring. The new code is on lines 8 through 10. Okay, so that's what we were faced with. The Ruby 1.9 prime class makes the array automatically. Prime equals prime.instance, prime.firstN, end, first n primes 10. Okay, cool. Instructions. Feel free to play around with the code for as long as you like, then click Save and Submit Code to complete this project. We are going to hit Save and Submit to finish this nightmare. Seg is fine. Topher, what language do you prefer lately? JavaScript? So you prefer a real shit tier language to Ruby. Got it. Dear God. Well, fortunately the stream's ending. Good. Save and submit code. Next, refactoring factory. We survived it. Thank God. Next. Up next, blocks, procs, and lambdas. In this course, we'll cover 3 of the most powerful aspects of Ruby programming languages: blocks, procs, and lambdas. We will take a gander at what is on the horizon for day 125 tomorrow, at least I think, unless this is a freakishly short lesson, which I seriously doubt it. Yeah, no, 21. Beautiful. Good. That'll take a long time. You know this. We'll peek and then we'll end this. We learned a bit about blocks and loops and iterators and methods, blocks, and sorting. We said earlier that a block is like a nameless method, but that's not quite true. We'll actually get to actual nameless methods called lambdas later in this lesson. A Ruby block is just a bit of code that can be executed. Block syntax uses either do, ... end, or curly braces, like so. 123 each do num puts num end prints 123 on separate lines. 123 each num in the vertical bars puts num prints 123 on separate lines. Blocks can be combined with methods like .each and .times to execute an instruction for each element in a collection like a hash or array. Okay. Good. So that's what we've got for our lead-in for tomorrow. So let's go ahead, back out, see where we stand stat-wise before we close out and conclude day 124. Currently, we are 73% of the way through Ruby. And we've got 1,432 points of confusion and success and achievement, and a couple tiers here at Codecademy tied to our name and profile, as well as 199 badges. We are scratching at the door of 200 badges here at Codecademy. Good times. Well, that is about it for today. And yeah, so how's chat going before we close out of this? JavaScript, good. JavaScript is faster than Ruby. Speed isn't necessarily the most important feature, but in general that's true. It is on the web, especially for mobile. Some might argue that's the only reason JS is popular, mostly as a historical mistake. I would tend to agree with that. Same from the bit of history that I've learned about JavaScript, yes. So yeah, good time. All right, well, thank you again to everyone who stopped by. Topher, always good to have you. Seg, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to the stream. And you know what? I think Quarter has stopped by before. You know what? Thank you anyways. And anyone else who either accidentally ventured in here or did so on purpose, the views are greatly appreciated. Hopefully you have an awesome rest of your day, and we are closing out of the stream. Let's back out of Codecademy, jumping over to OBS, stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.